Hey, what's going on, YouTubers? Yet again, this is Mike, aka Eastern Europe's Finest, or Eastern Europe's Finest. This is Mike. Well, for anybody out there who are big brothers, father figures, grandfathers, uncles who are basically fathers for nieces and nephews and other relatives, along with biological fathers, stepfathers, fathers just of love, whoever you are, man. Congrats to everybody and a happy day. I'm always used to Father's Day just being shit, and just basically being just a day. Like my birthday. I've never been the kind of person that was big into that. The older I get, the older my kids get, the less and less I even deal with the holidays. I only went through the motions of the salutations and greetings of like Thanksgiving and Christmas for them. But now they're getting older, so I'm kind of getting out of that. But I still deal with it on occasionally. But my birthday's never been a fan of. I never. It wasn't anything dramatic. Or traumatic. Excuse me. I just was never a birthday guy. And I'm the same way with Father's Day. You know what I mean? Because it's just another day. But anyhow, not that my family treat me bad or anything. It just I'm not into that stuff. Anyway, moving on. So I contemplated. I would have got there earlier, but I was kind of like stuck between a rock and a hard place because I think there was a toy show about an hour and a half or so away from Columbus, and I get to the point now. The older I'm getting, the less and less I like to drive, especially far. And I would have went if I was in a little better mood to go, but I just went to the Columbus Flea Market and I got some okay stuff. I got there just maybe 15 minutes before 7, which is roughly around the time I thought I was going to get there anyway. I could have gotten there earlier, but I don't know what I did or didn't miss. But I'll probably give Matt a call and see what he, like what he found or what was at the show and what I missed out earlier before, he and Jeff left. And I'm talking about I'm talking about Jerry's Matt, not hospital Matt, not the. And again, whenever you hear me mention hospital Matt, that's the Matt that me and my boy Dave went 60-40 on the GI Joes almost 2 years ago now. Your time flies crazy, doesn't it? But anyhow, I digress. Enough of that. This is the stuff I picked up today. This is all I got today. A guy, older white dude. He's kind of an ass. Not an asshole like I'm an asshole. Just a strange, weird, dickhead asshole. More of that kind of asshole. Yeah, some of you are like, what? Yeah, there are different grades of being assholes. But anyway, he sold me a Millennium Falcon last year, probably about 7-8 months ago, when it was like around going into winter, or you could say fall. And he sold me a Millennium Falcon, and I used that one from parts from other ones I got from my boy Eddie from Star Wars Parts. And he had the box for it. The box was beat to shit, but he was very expensive. And it's funny because he walks around trying to buy shit for you, for buy stuff from you for nothing, and then sell it for crazy money. He did have a Titan Returns. Was it Metroplex? No, it wasn't Metroplex. It was purple. I forgot. I think it was a Scorpion Knock, or it was. I think it was Metroplex. Whatever the fuck it was. It doesn't matter. It was in a box. He wanted 200 for it, and then as I was talking to him about it and walking away, he's like, "All right, I'll do 160." I said, "Dude, I don't want it. I could pick it up at any fucking toy show from anybody for like 120, 140 the most." And I'm like, I've seen that plenty of times in online, even at Big Bad Toy Store once for like fucking $75 or $76. Well, why'd you didn't get it? Because I didn't fucking need it. I said just like that, and he's an asshole, man, and not whatever. Anyway, he's more of a douchebag asshole, and he probably got it there from somebody for like 40-50 bucks or less. Looked it up, like the dope fiend kid who's a scalper who I down there. I guess he gets to the point. Maybe he got kicked out. He either don't have the money and or got kicked out for shoplifting or whatever way he was getting a lot of these toys that you couldn't find in Target and Walmart and whatnot. And this one guy had a Bumblebee in a box, like a gold Bumblebee, like the ultimate version or something like that. Now I know what they go for. I know what it's worth loose, and I know what it's worth new. And he was trying to haggle with the guy for $35. So I happened to walk up as I'm getting ready to leave, and I'm like, well, what do you want for the bumblebee? He's like, I only want like, I think he said 40. And I think the kid was trying to knock him down to $5. He knew I was going to buy it, or he thought he knew. And so I asked the guy, I said, yeah, so how much? And, the kid was like, oh, all right, so you said 40, right? 40, here, take the 40. And I just laughed. And as he's walking away, I guess he was walking away strutting like, yeah, you missed it. And I was like, oh, I'm glad I can help you. And the guy was like, what do you mean? I said, yeah, because, I'll just ask you the price, because I figured if I ask you the price, that'll make him pay you the extra $5 you wanted for it from the first place. And the kid looked back with a nasty look in his face. Fuck him. You know what I mean? And the dude did have a Pac-Man tabletop in the box. He wanted 100, but he said he would go as low as 80. I didn't want to pay $80 for it because I knew I wasn't going to get 80 for it. The only time I'm buying games and stuff now is if it's extremely cheap and or if it's sought after. That's why you see all this stuff. My plan was to veer away from video game stuff, especially considering now that I have somebody I used to be I gotten real cool and close, or I thought we were cool and close. But sometimes people, whatever. We don't rock no more. I mean, I'm quick for exterminating people from me, and I'm quick to do it, and I just feel a certain way about it because I feel like a sucker, and the reason why I feel like a sucker is because I invited him in my home, broke bread with him, did a lot with and for him, and never again. I would never allow nobody to get my clothes. If you're not in my circle and I knew you from New York years ago, I'm not really fucking with nobody like that no more. We could be cool and whatever, but, that kid taught me a valuable lesson. Even a person airtight as me can still get got. And with that basically being said, so no more video gaming, no more video games for him. And yesterday, even at the flea market, he, I don't know. I'm going to leave it alone. I don't even want to give no thought to it. Let me just get back to this. So this is the, this is the stuff I did get yesterday. Obviously the video's loading up now, so you will see that. This is the video game stuff I did get yesterday. I got the PS4 from Pete. I got 4 out of 5 of those PS4 games from this old white guy who only wanted $5 each. And there was some that was sealed. That's the only reason why I took them. That and the fact that I got the PS4 from Pete. If I didn't get the PS4 from Pete or found the PS4 yesterday, I wouldn't have got those games. The original Xbox games, I only got them because they're in fucking phenomenal, pristine condition. And they're for the original. Obviously, I would have got them if they were for the original Xbox, which you see here, and or for the PS1 or PS2. And I was like, yeah, I'll get an original Xbox. So obviously, you're gonna get to that, and then all this other stuff up here. And then I got some toys and stuff too, I think, or whatever. But it'll be in the video from yesterday. And and I also, from this dude named Ivan, yesterday after that flea market, I went straight to Newark, met up with him, and got the Ben Affleck Justice League tactical suit Batman. And the long-awaited, that should have been the second figure I got since I've been dealing with this guy Ivan for about 4 or 5 months now. He had I finally picked up the Dusty version, the Sideshow exclusive Dusty version of the Hot Toys Deadpool 2. So he's holding Doctor Strange, the diecast Midas Iron Man, and now Superman. If he had the Wonder Woman in her regular outfit, like her warrior outfit, I would have got it. But being that he has her in a white, like I think it's called the training Wonder Woman, whatever the fuck, or whatever, whatever. But anyway, getting back to this stuff. So this is all I got today. This guy, he has some nice shit. I think I got 2 items from him, or maybe just this. No. I got some other stuff from him. Shit. I know this I got from this dude that he had a DualShock version of the original PlayStation. He said it was brand new, but the box was actually just cut open, or whatever the fuck he said. He wanted $500 for it. Somebody goes for thousands. I was like, dude, that's not the original PlayStation. That's the original PlayStation model, but it's not the original PlayStation that first came out in '96. I'm trying to explain it to him, but some people you just can't. Thank you. Why would you get me mixed nuts, Isaiah? Really?
I got you mixed nuts.
Yeah, dude. Take those. I don't eat almonds and stuff like that. Just take that back and just tell them that you got the wrong one. Yeah, I said cashews or regular peanuts.
I didn't even read the thing.
And that's supposed to be a can. You know I like
I
cans.
texted you asking, you didn't respond.
Cause I'm doing a video. All right, just take that back from me. Just get the. Just tell me you're gonna exchange it for regular peanuts or cashews.
Sorry.
Yeah. If I am gonna drink, and he knows that. If I'm gonna drink canned soda, he knows. I mean, I don't like bottle. It tastes different. But whatever, man. At this fucking point. When I was a kid, my mom would make me take everything back if I messed up because, you know, the whole point of the matter is, you know, when you go to the store, you know, he got no problem going to the store and getting shit that he want for himself. But then when it comes to you, it's like, fuck it, I'll get whatever. It's like, you know, that's the whole point. Pay attention. Listen and pay attention. If you listen, you can get the directions. But if you talk over and think over the fucking directions, you're going to screw up. So what I should do when he come back, I should make him take that fucking ginger ale back and get a canned one too, just to teach him a valuable lesson. But that valuable lesson could be the means of him getting hit by a car out there or worse. So I'm just gonna, you know, suck that up. But you know, whatever. But anyway, getting back to this stuff. So what the hell did I get from this dude? I could tell right now, some of these items I did get from. His name is Mike too. He heavy set guy. He has like he has a van or SUV or something like that, and he you know he buys shit too. He buys and sells obviously, but I don't even remember what the fuck I got from him. I do think I got most of these Marvel Legends from him. It's funny because like 3 weeks ago, all these were like $10 and $10 to $15. I know because this and that was two of the ones that I picked out. And he said, I'll give you a good price on this stuff. So I think he's going to, you know, say like $6, $7, something like that. And now, ironically, today, he decides to do $2 and $3 on these guys. And I think he said $5. He said, you know what? I'll tell you what. Whatever's $5, it don't matter. I'll just do $3 each on them. Because I guess he figured nobody else wanted. Them or for whatever reason. It's to the point now where a lot of people who used to buy Marvel Legends, even the loose ones, are not buying them anymore. I think it's getting to the point where Marvel Legends are not dying out. They're still one of the most sought after 6-inch toy lines you could think of because you got people all over the U.S. and all over the world really that are big into Marvel Legends. They just don't really like the regular ones and stuff like that. But my whole plan is to get these things, bag them, tag them, and just sell off the whole bins. You know, those are always, you know, my plans. You know what I mean? But anyway, so this one guy, he comes out twice a year. So he said the next time he'll probably be out is in October. He has some nice shit. He had the Hulk Hogan, the big Hulk Hogan 12-inch or 14-inch doll. He had the belt and the shirt, and he wanted the cheapest he was gonna go was $90. He also had the Star Wars Darth Vader carry case, full with stuff. But the only thing in it that I really wanted was, he wanted $190 for, which is ironic because right across from him, this other older white dude, he had a case. I don't know what figures he had in it, but he had it marked at $375. There's no way in hell nobody was giving him $125, let alone $375 for it. But the guy that I got this from, he wanted $190 for it, and he did have the R2-D2 that has the pop-up feature on his head. He didn't want to sell it by itself. I wasn't in the mood to pay $190 for it, especially considering that weeks ago I got a Darth Vader carrying case. With make sure you close that white door. With figures and weapons inside for only $9.99. Of course, that's a thrift shop. You know what I mean? But still in all. But this thing here, I asked him how much. I thought he was gonna say like $40 to $70 for this. But he's like, I only want $15 for it. And I said, $50? He said, no, 15, 15. And I said, okay. So I grabbed that quick. And it is brand new. I do know this thing goes for like $60 or so. I didn't know that they're like $70 loose. And they're about $95 sold. So that's a good piece. I got something else from him too. I think I got like 2 figures from him. That's what it is. I got 2 Marvel Legends from him. I can't remember which was which, but I believe Beast was one of them. It wasn't Beast. It was something. I got something from this dude. But whatever. It was two figures. Um, I can't remember which is which, but whatever. It was two Marvel Legends, and he was like, "Oh, $2 each on those." So I grabbed both of them real quick, and I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." As a matter of fact, I think it was this Thor, and I think this Thor is actually, it might either be Marvel Legends or it might be Marvel Select. It's probably Marvel Select, to be honest. So this Marvel Select and this Marvel Legends Beast Kid, whatever the hell he's supposed to be, he comes from that shitty wave. So I basically paid $19 for the three of these. Cause whatever it was these. Cause the other dude Mike, he had these. So it was these. So I paid $19 for these, and then the heavyset dude Mike, I think he gave me all this for 20. So it was this dude, it was this guy, Sunspot, or whatever the hell his name is. Wasp I picked up later, but he's like, don't worry about it, just throw that in. So it was these, I always forget his name. I think that's Cyclops' son, right? Of course, Hawkeye. This Cable, Sleepwalker. So it was all these. It was originally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then he just threw in the Wasp for the same 20. He said, you can have that for the same price. I was like, thanks a lot. So those are all $20. And Cable, I might put like 20 on him. And the other ones probably be like 10 to 15. Still money. This dude I got from, I think the only thing I picked up was him. And I think the guy only wanted, that table was $1. He was the one that had the DualShock original PlayStation that he wanted $500 for. I told him, and especially with the thing, and being that the thing that the seal was popped, it's no longer new. It don't matter if it's still new inside. It could be mint inbox, but it's not considered new no more. And $500 is very impractical for that anyway. And it's like, why would somebody pay you top high end dollar for something? How the fuck they gonna get their money back? But sometimes some of these people, they go to eBay, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Like for the same reason why a lot of people, they come out to thrift, to toy shows, and at the flea market, they want eBay prices close to it, and then they'll put shit out that have like imperfections on it, like that dude Ralph. That dude Ralph is fucking nuts. He got, he's nuts. He's crazy. Anybody who know, he's a chain smoker. Weird guy. Sometimes he could be okay, but he's a fucking weirdo. And every once in a while you get something good from him, but his prices are fucking nuts. He'll buy shit for like $20 for a whole shitload of stuff. Then he wants to sell his stuff for top dollar. And it's like, you want people to pay for dirty, beat up, and broken, busted shit, and you want them to give you eBay prices for shit. He's fucking absurd. But for some strange fucking reason, he's always making money. I don't understand it, but whatever. But this guy here, I think that's the only thing I got. No, I got two things from him. Oh, and this bag of what's it called? So he only wanted $5 a bag. I mean, $5 for the whole bag, and this was, I think, $1 because this was on $1 table. So basically, I gave him $6 for this stuff. Should I show you? Should I actually open this up? I guess he probably had these out a couple times and realized that nobody wanted them. Or who knows? So here you got, says Mass 1986, Lester Sludge, $5. I don't think I have that one. So I'm gonna take these upstairs anyway and see. I know I have him, which is Mass 85, Hondo McLean? McLean is what he has it pronounced as. Spelled as, excuse me. I know I have him. Then you have, what is this, 1986, Julio Lopez, Mass KPT 1986. I know I have him. Then you got two of these guys, which is Cliff Dagger 1985. Two of them, $7. Then you got Miles Mayhem 86. And last but not least, Brad Turner 1985 with mask, $9. says here, mass vintage action figures, 1985 and 1986 Kenner, Underground Task Force, crime fighting mass, mobile armed strike commandos versus criminal organization Venom, vicious evil network of mayhem. I don't know why he thought he had to write all that, but you know, $5 for these bags. I mean, each figure is easily $5. I mean, hell, you could even put $10 on them and somebody's still gonna make you an offer. So paying $5 for that whole bag, hell yeah. That's probably the only thing in this whole lot that's going upstairs, just so I can see which ones I need and if I need to upgrade any of them. And then this guy, I only got him because I have another Mighty Duck, and you know, the more of these things you have, the better. So you know, I'm gonna start doing toy shows again. Probably not this year. Probably after. Maybe late summer or going into fall, maybe. But I really need to get my bins up. I mean, I got more plushes now than I have action figures. Especially now since I got rid of that dreadful, shitty-ass Mythic Legions. That just goes to show how I feel about Mythic Legions as a company. I was talking to somebody else today about that, and you know, he asked me. I mean, basically, I ain't tell him nothing no different than what I said the last couple of videos I put up about it. But, you know, he kind of agreed because I guess he had like a little issue with them as well. And, you know, they are getting a little too big for their bridges. They're doing the same thing Sideshow does. A lot of these American companies, these Caucasian cocky companies, man, they just decide to become Neanderthals and they forget who put them up. You know, they really, really do forget the people that put them where they are. And then they just, you know what I'm saying, start living high off of life like if they're that fucking great and shit. And I'm the kind of person, I'll shut you down quick. I know my couple of dollars ain't going to make things no better or worse, but word of mouth is what does. But, you know, I'm quick to, you know, to make my decision and say fuck you and fuck your company. And that's the way I feel about Mythic Legions. I hope the whole fucking factory goes up in fire and people who invested lose everything. Fuck them. And I mean that. You know what I'm saying? It goes way beyond. You disrespect me, I would never wish nothing great for you. I'm not that turn the other cheek passive or passive aggressive person. I'm just a straight alpha male who's aggressive. You know, period. I don't, you know, there ain't nothing passive about me, man. But anyhow, moving on from that rant. This, what the hell I pay for this? Who did I get this from? Oh, I did get this from this dude too. So I do think he added this, or maybe he didn't. No, this is after we did the deal on the Marvel Legends stuff. So this is only $2. So I got that for $2. See, yesterday in the Meadowlands, I should have got that box Kenner Batman headquarters. I don't know if it was really complete. The dude wanted 60, but I'm pretty sure I could have talked him into taking 40 for it. He probably would have took it, but whatever. If it was meant to be, maybe he'll be there next week and they'll have it again. That'd have been perfect to go along with this, but whatever, man. You know, sometimes you never know. Sometimes fate line shit straight up for you and you deviate from that straight line, and that's exactly what I did. Because I was like, yeah, I could. And it's funny because as I'm trying to be cheap and hit him in his head, I'm like, I can always come across a Batman and look, fucking Batman. This I got from this dude earlier. He everything was like, it was like what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. This is in the L section, which is like if you're behind the indoor flea market coming in, and sometimes I park over right in front of like the fresh produce place, and I just walk that long line. And this one dude, actually I got this plate. The first thing I got was the original plate, the PS3, not the backwards compatible one. It is dirty, so it was suspect. But this game was inside. Whenever you get a system, whether it's thrifting and or in the flea market, and there's a game inside and you could take it out, 90 to 95% of the time, that's a working system. Plugged it up, not to be nasty, went to use the restroom. I plugged this one up too, did the same thing simultaneously. This didn't turn orange or red, no red ring or whatever, nothing to this, stay green. Noisy, but stay green, and there is a sport game in there. Again, like I said, you know, whenever the system has a game in it, 90 to 95% of the time, it works. And Minecraft was in here as well. This is extremely dirty, and that dude stinks. Like he smelled like a homeless person. He smelled like feet, ass, body odor, musk, a wet dog, with just a hint of like an airwick fabric softener, trying to like, you know, deodorize his smelly ass sneakers with kind of like a ass not wiping yourself whiff of wind on top of all that. So I was kind of hesitant to get this. So as I'm walking away, he said, yeah, you know, I only want $17. And I'm like, oh, 17? And I'm like, well, I do have the box for this. I don't know if it's for this specific one, but it's for the same body type. I got the box out of a unit like months ago. And I'm like, and he said, you know what, dude, I'll take $7 for it. And I said 7, but he didn't have no change yet. So I tried to ask a couple of people around us. They didn't have one. The one guy did have 2 10s, but it still kind of didn't make sense. So I did have a 5 and a 1 on me. He said, dude, I'm gonna be here all day. I'll just take the 6 and I'll just take a 6 and you can give me the $1 if you get it. And I say, well, I gotta come back this way because my car's parked this way, and I got you. If you're gonna be here for the next 3 to 5 hours, I got you. So as I'm leaving, I give him his $1 back. He didn't recognize me because I didn't have my Marine hat on and my hoodie because I took it off. You know, but I was like, here you go. But once I gave him $1, he glanced at me. He said, oh, man, thank you. I didn't think you was going to come back. I said, yeah, well, it's all right. Now you know I did. And he's like, you know, thank you. And I was like, yep, no problem. And before he went to shake it, give me his hand to shake, I just walked off. Because I had stuff I was going to eat with my hands. So, I and then the way he smelled, no disrespect, but, dude, I really don't want to touch you if I don't have to. You know what I mean? But this was $7. And, you know, this game alone is worth about $3 to $5 more than that. So it's like I got the PS3 for free, and it does work. No wires, no nothing. I always had extra wires, so I plugged it up with this. So now all I gotta do is get a PS3 controller. So I paid $7 for that. Then these games here, this one dude, he had these, and he had DVDs and stuff, and I didn't see no video games. And I said, hey, you got any toys or any toy like action figures and video game stuff? He said, oh, we got video game stuff here. Game stuff, he said. And I was like, no, I mean video game stuff. He said, yeah, in this box. I looked in the box. Your typical crap, but these stood out. He only wanted $3 each. So I think I wound up paying $15 for the 5 of them. Or no, $12. $12 is what I paid for them. And these are brand new Space Hawk Intellivision games. They're around $13, about $13 sold on eBay each. So I did get them because they are sealed, even though they're not great games, but you know, still in all, I paid $12 for these. So just one of these games is my $12, and then this is all profit. So I'm gonna add this to my original Xbox stash, and then I'm going to take those along with this, and I'm going to what do you call that? I'm gonna bundle that together, and this PS3 game. Only thing I got this week for PS3, and it's gonna be going with this system anyway. And then again, the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1-2 is going for the PS4. So obviously everything is self-explanatory there. And then again, I already told you this. This I actually paid $25 for it. A couple of months ago, guy kept bringing this out. He wanted 100, then he went from 100 to 120 because somebody said it was good. I know because it was the same old white dude with the same thing, but it was actually wrapped in plastic. And this was right on top of it. And then I think he got rid of the Xbox games or did something with them. And then I guess it got to the point where it wasn't in the plastic no more. And then whatever. But it's the same one. Same 2 controllers. And always look for these. And the fact that they do have the actual plugs that snaps in. They call them breakaway plugs. So that way if you walk by the long cord and it snaps, it won't break the controller, the console, and whatnot. It'll just give way. And there's 2 controllers. So he wanted 50. And then I walked back and he's like, you know what, I'll take 40 for it. I said, well, I don't know if it works. He said, well, I plugged it up. I said, well, hook it up to a TV. I said, I'm tired of buying video game systems from people out here, and I take it home and they don't work. He said, yeah, I hear that a lot. I said, exactly. He said, I'll tell you what, I'm trying to get rid of stuff today. $30. And I said, dude, no issues, 25. And he thought about it, and as I'm about to grab my my cart, or whatever the hell you call it, my wagon, he's like, all right, I'll take the 25. So I only paid 25 for this. Fully complete, because, you know, they don't come with games. Fully complete with an extra controller. So that's dope. Then Star Wars Mike, my man, hooked me up because he was at the show last week. him, Hospital Matt, and Dino Dan. And Dino Dan was like, hey, Mike might have that. And I think he did have this one because the guy that I sold and traded those old Japanese robots. It was for his personal collection. That's why I came off so good on that stuff. Oh, actually, this is going upstairs too. This piece is missing. The actual this piece here, and Mike did have it, so Mike gave me this one as well. And he just, being the kind of person he is, he just told me I can have them. So thanks a lot, Mike. So, he had this piece, so that's pretty dope. So that's got to go upstairs as well. So this is going up. And as I'm walking still in the L section, going to see the rest of the market, this one dude, he had these, and they were only $1 each. Usagi Jimbo, the two Ghostbusters. What made me walk over there was I saw him. I saw him like this, and I was like, hey, that's the Dracula from the Ghostbusters, I think. Then I saw him. Then I wound up seeing Winston. So then he has this old King Kong looking creature. Somebody did have like some bootleg Godzillas. He wanted $30 for both of them. Of course, by the time I went back, it was gone. But I should have gotten them, but whatever. Wasn't meant. Then I had, then you got this Barney Rubble, played by Rick Moranis. It was him and I think John Goodman who played Fred Flintstone in the Flintstone movie. This is all he had, but $1 each. There's 6 of them. So he said, just give me $5. So I paid $5 for this. That's it. And then, the last time I was at the market, I bought all the U.S. currency from this, I think he's Trinidadian or Guyanese, guy named Roy. Real cool guy. And I have since been trying to sell it off on Facebook Marketplace. No bites on it, but whatever. He did say, hey, I got 2 more of those. So he gave them to me for $8 and threw these in. And these both come with their shirts. National Collector's Mint. This is the cert for this, and the silver one for that. The other ones I don't think have the certs, but he said, hey, I found two more of those things, and I got these. So he told me I can have these, and he just charged me $8 for both of these because he gave me a good deal on the stuff in here. And I only brought it because I didn't sell these yet. You know what I mean? And whatever. So I was like, yeah, why not? $8 ain't gonna kill me. My table's a mess. Yes, I have to clean it up. But yeah, y'all, that's it. That was all. That was it this week. I mean, yesterday I did okay. Today I did a little less than okay. Something told me I should have went to 2nd Avenue, but I didn't go because I just didn't want to go. I didn't want to drive off of to get off of Garden State and then zigzag through Morris Avenue to get there. And then I get there, I stay there for a couple of minutes because I know they got brought out by Savers. Savers is the same company that owns. Savers own Value Village and My Unique, and now they own 2nd Avenue. And 2nd Avenue, before they were brought out, used to put out stuff and process on Sundays. I don't know. I think the last time I went there, they stopped doing it. So I didn't want to go there, and then I had to, hop back on the highway, and I'm already more than halfway home. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Maybe I'll go by during the week. I just kept driving. So maybe I missed out on something. Maybe I didn't. But hey, you can't miss what you don't have and what you're not there for. So it is what it is with that. So yeah, this is it, y'all. Thanks for watching. Peace.